And now, broadcasting live from the Darkroom Studio at Craven Community College, it's In the Know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to In the Know. I'm Craig.
Hi, I'm Megan. Good morning.
Yeah, and this is a show we do every week from the campus of Craven Community College in the Darkroom Studio, where we just talk about things going on in our community, and I get on Megan's nerves for a little bit.
No, not at all. Never.
And sometimes we're lucky enough to have some friends from the community come in and talk with us. And today we've got Marie Byrd from MumFest going to be talking with us. So
I heard advertisements from MumFest on the way in.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, on the radio.
It's working.
It's working. Yeah.
So tell everybody what day it is, Megan.
It is Thursday. Gosh, put me on the spot. What is it? The 28th?
Yes.
Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. 28th. So guess what else?
What else?
The best day ever.
Oh, okay.
You ready for it?
I don't know if I am. Hold on. Let me take a deep breath. Yes.
It's National North Carolina Day.
Is it?
So what a great day to celebrate MumFest in this beautiful city of ours.
Okay.
That's, of course, the first, and you can talk a lot about New Bern because of your experience working at the Palace.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, this is the original.
North Carolina's first state capital.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the Tar Heel State was the first state to vote for independence from the British at the First Continental Congress before the Civil War. North Carolina resisted secession from the Union. So pretty cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state, as we all know, from the Blue Ridge Mountains to Kitty Hawk, right?
You don't have to convince
I know.
me. I'm
Look,
always telling everybody how much I love North Carolina.
Before we started, I said, look, I brought a sticker, because Craig always has his sticker water, and this is my North Carolina. It's
Beaufort,
beautiful,
right?
Yep, but beautiful Beaufort, North Carolina.
Okay.
Exactly. So I put that on my Yeti. Actually have soup in there.
Yeah.
Broth.
I've lived in North Carolina my whole life. Briefly, I was in Oregon, but I missed it. I missed it the whole time I was there, and I was so happy to come back when I did. But
Very good.
I grew up in the Piedmont. I've lived on the coast, going to ECU and Ocracoke, and then I love visiting the mountains, so I go there every chance I can too. So I always still am discovering new and wonderful things about the state. I love North Carolina.
That's right.
Going on the record.
Can't take the Tar Heel out of you, right? So, of course, everybody just go on, find something wonderful to do, and we're going to tell you more about what's fun stuff to do this weekend and what's coming up this month. Next month, October is just around the corner. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Wow.
Are you ready?
No.
Yes, it's spooky season.
I finally took my summer stuff down. I have one fall wreath up. Woo! I'm moving up. But
we got to thank Zanetta, by the way. She's over in the booth, and we haven't said hello
good
or
morning,
anything.
Zanetta.
She's just sitting over there,
She's
being
just
ignored.
waiting, being sweet as usual. And she and I worked on a little project.
Oh.
So I'm going to quiz you
no.
on your knowledge
Okay.
of North Carolina. Anne Marie, would you like to join us?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right.
We've got a graphic and everything. All right.
I do. She's done slides. Now, can you
Which
name
lighthouse
that?
is that?
Bodie Island.
I was just going to tell you.
Oh.
I thought you were going to ask me what it was. I was ready to go. All
Okay.
right.
Are you
Yes,
ready?
Yes, sorry.
What is the state bird?
The state bird is a cardinal. I have a bird feeder outside of my breakfast nook and table, and I watch it eat every morning.
Very
that is
good.
a male cardinal.
It
The
is a male
females are
cardinal.
much softer, more of a pinkish, brownish.
That's also the state bird of Indiana,
Oh,
where
how about
I
that?
was born in
Is that right?
Southland, Indiana, so we share a state bird.
Oh, fun. Very good. Now, this one I did not know.
Okay.
What is the state beverage?
Oh,
Moonshine.
That's a good one. Of course, New Bernians want to say Pepsi.
yeah.
Some North Carolinians say Cheerwine, right? But it's not.
No?
Mm-mm.
What
I
is
didn't
it?
know this. Any guesses,
What's the
Anne-Marie?
beverage?
Mm-mm.
No?
Milk.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I can't make it up. What?
Somebody did make it up.
Somebody
though.
made it up. Somebody
So it was
voted
like, we
on
need
it.
a beverage.
Oh, but
this
again,
feels like a science project that somebody had to do the next day, right?
No,
You're like,
no.
we need a beverage. What is it? What is it?
It actually has to pass legislation. So it's not like some random poll. It actually has to go through
Okay.
and get voted on.
But that excludes all the lactose intolerant people.
Well, maybe we could throw some almond milk in there.
Okay.
Yesterday was National Chocolate Milk Day, by the way.
Okay, but that's not our
No,
state drink.
it's not. Okay, you ready? What is our state flower?
Dogwood. Also a tree.
What do you think, Anne-Marie?
Yeah.
Ragweed. Terribly allergic to it. That's the only one that I pay attention to. No,
Dogwood is
I have
correct.
No idea.
Very good.
All right.
Gosh, you're batting almost 100. Okay.
I'm still disagreeing with the milk. I don't think that's our
Okay.
state
Well, again,
drink.
like I said, New Bernians would probably argue that as well.
I'm going on the record today. Let's
It
start
should
some
be Pepsi?
No, it should be. Well, yes, we'll say Pepsi.
Okay.
Yes. Pepsi's everywhere, though. Cheerwine is a very specific thing to North Carolina.
Okay.
So I think you could have a bit of a Pepsi Cheerwine debate on that one. Or
Even
even
a
Mountain Dew.
muscadine
I was going to say
wine.
Mountain Dew.
What's that?
Muscadine wine.
Is that what you said, Zanetta? Muscadine? Yep.
She's on the same page
Also
as Anne Marie
legit,
Moonshine. Or
Moonshine.
also known as Stump Hole.
Stump hole?
Yeah, that's another name for moonshine.
Is it really?
Because they would hide
No
it in the
kidding.
stump hole. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was just because it makes you like walk like you're sticking your foot in a stump hole.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
What is the state tree?
Oh, the longleaf pine.
Pine is correct. They didn't specify. I thought it was the loblolly, which is like a longleaf, but they did not specify. What is the state mammal?
Oh, well, based on how milk went, I'm going to guess cow. They're just running the
No.
board.
Nope.
I'm going to say bear.
Gray squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
I
that.
didn't know
What a
that.
great picture.
Oh, that's a cute squirrel.
That's a great one there, Zanetta. All right. What is the state rock?
Oh, agate. I don't know.
Any guesses?
Oh,
Quartz?
my.
Similar? Anne Marie's singing down there.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
She should be singing the Jeopardy song.
I wish it were diamonds because that's a girl's best friend and
Yeah.
they're my
Yes.
favorite. But I don't know.
Granite.
Granite.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty
Oh,
rock.
yeah.
It's a chunk of rock.
It's a
Makes
driveway
nice-
rock.
It also makes pretty countertops.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the state veggie? This is an easy one.
Potato?
Which one?
North Carolina potato?
No.
Sweet
Yes.
potato?
Sweet potato. Very
Okay.
good, Anne-Marie. And what is, okay, now we're going to go back
that's
to
a
the girly
pretty sweet
stuff.
potato.
It is a
You-
very pretty sweet potato.
You really found the nice looking food images, and I'm impressed.
What is the state stone? The state stone.
Was I right before or is it a different stone? No.
Think one of our barrier islands. The southern Outer Banks, Barrier Island.
I don't think I know.
Emerald.
Oh, emerald, of course.
Oh, of course.
An emerald. Ooh, pretty picture. Very nice.
I'll take one of
I,
those.
I'll take two, one for each year.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so she didn't do slides
I know.
for these, but in 1973, talking about when we were talking about the General Assembly, there was a buzz around insects in the North Carolina General Assembly. That year, they selected what critter to become the state insect?
Was it the mosquito?
Honeybee.
Oh, yes.
Had to be one or the
Well,
other.
yes, the honeybee in every
Right.
state, right?
Correct.
We all
Honeybee.
want to embrace and help our honeybee friends.
Now, this
Very important.
also stumped me. Did you know North Carolina has a state horse?
What's his name?
Don't say nay. Which of the breeds is the official state horse?
I don't know enough about horses.
Think Shackelford.
Wild.
Colonial Spanish Mustang.
Okay. I did not know that was a thing until right this minute.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Colonial
We have a horse.
Spanish
Spanish Mustang.
All right.
Now, last one. Okay, because this reminds me of you. You actually brought something in like this as a prop.
Oh.
North Carolina designated a specific type of textile as a state symbol. Do you know what it is? Extra points if you can think of the historical reason why it was selected.
A North Carolina textile?
Mm-hmm. Am I stumped you?
Yeah, I think so.
Think about when you brought in a skirt.
My kilt?
Yeah, your kilt.
Okay.
What is the material called?
Wool?
Tartan.
Oh, tartan. I see what you mean.
Tartan.
Okay.
So in 1991, the General Assembly chose the Carolina tartan, and I don't have a picture of it, but it's very, very pretty, so look it up, as the state tartan. The adoption recognizes the history of Scots immigrants who helped colonize the area in the 17 and 1800s.
Okay. Very
Of course,
nice.
we also produce a ton of cotton, denim, hosiery because of the Haynes family.
Yep.
So, which
That's what
also-
was big where I grew up. In the,
Well, you know Haynes Farm.
Piedmont.
There's actually in Bryce's Creek area.
oh, yeah.
Big farm over there, the Haynes Farm.
So for the people who are watching us on the live stream, let us know your favorite place in North Carolina to visit.
Correct.
Of all the things that we told you today of the special North Carolina things, which one
There
is your
are a
favorite?
lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the state dog and what's the state whatever. I mean, everybody can throw something in there, whatever their favorite is. It's the plot,
I know. It's the plot hound. Yeah, that's right.
which is a bear hunter dog.
Oh, interesting.
That's what they were bred for.
Yeah.
So now we've talked wonderful stuff about North Carolina. Let's take it down to our wonderful little town.
Speaking of bears, the city of bears,
Yes.
we have our largest festival every year in the city of
Correct.
bears, which is
MumFest.
MumFest.
Yay! Thanks again for being here, Anne Marie.
Thank you for having me.
So you are everything Swiss Bear.
I am. All things Swiss Bear, all
Everything
things
Swiss Bear.
MumFest. Absolutely.
So tell us, because you guys have been planning this since the closing day, I'm sure, of last year's MumFest.
That's right. That's right. We take like one weekend to breathe after MumFest actually
And then it's like,
ends.
ooh, here we go again.
We recover, we regroup, and then we start all over again.
And you pray for great weather.
We do.
Yes.
We do. So we need the communal prayer from
Yeah.
everyone, please, because it's hard to get great weather for basically an entire month.
Right.
You know, when MumFest first started years and years ago, I guess we're on our 43rd year of MumFest now,
That's
which is
hard to imagine.
amazing.
Yeah.
When it first started, in earlier years, it was just a small community fair, kind of, just a couple of vendors, and over time it kept growing and growing. And the purpose really behind MumFest, and I think sometimes we forget about this, it's a huge party. We think of it as it is our biggest event in New Bern, but the purpose of it is to support Swiss Bear, which is a not-for-profit organization, in order to foster economic development in downtown. So its original purpose was to build revenue so we could continue to grow. And downtown didn't used to look so good. It didn't look the
Right.
way it looks now,
Yeah.
that's for sure. And so many people have been instrumental in that. So it's incredible that it has grown, exponentially every single year. There were times that it was like a concert on Friday. A lot of people may remember this, that it was the kickoff concert on Friday. And then MumFest would be Saturday and Sunday, and it was all one tidy weekend. Well, now it's grown and grown. And we now have MumFeast, we have MumFest, and we have the MumFest concert. And they're all on separate weekends. So it's now turned into Mum Month.
Yeah.
Mum Month, which is not the easiest thing to say, Mum Month.
Yeah.
So starting this weekend, our kickoff, each year the schedule kind of changes a little bit, and that usually happens because we bring in a big name musical artist and we have to find which date they're going to be available. So every year is a little bit different. So this year we are starting with MumFeast. Now, MumFeast, if you all remember, has only been around for maybe 3 years. It's a COVID baby.
Right.
And it was created because at a dark time, we still wanted to have people come out and celebrate and be a part of the festival, but we needed to do it outside and we needed to do it safely. So Feast came into being. So Feast is different than Fest. It's not really about the vendors. It's about food and beer and wine. And the restaurants are just really kicking
Fun and
it.
food and fellowship.
And fun and fellowship, and it's a great it's feasting in the streets.
Yeah.
And so this year, all of our downtown restaurants are participating. They're going to have street cafes. They got special items on the menu. They've got special drinks. All the usual suspects in downtown are bringing out their tables and chairs, and they are ready.
Yeah.
So on top of all the great food and the great beer and the great wine, we're also going to be setting up a stage on the corner of Middle and Pollock Street. And the tone of MumFeast is different than Fest. We've got 2 live performers that are going to be on that stage. Elisa Mike, if you all know her, gosh, she's just a great performer. She specializes in singers and standards and jazz, like very laid back, chill. Like this is a date night vibe, everybody.
Right.
It's not like MumFest. It's a totally different jam. So it's a get your best squeeze, get your hubby, your girlfriend, your wife, and make it a date night, because the food's going to be great, and then you've got this great music on the stage. So Elisa's going to kick it off at 6 o'clock, and then Sam Lewis is going to be singing like standards and Frank Sinatra. He starts at 7:30 and he'll be singing until about 9 p.m. So we've got live music all night, and there'll also be food trucks. So say you're like, oh, I don't really want to do a traditional restaurant, or oh no, all the reservations are full. Guess what?
Yeah.
We've got food trucks that are going to be there. The 2 trucks on Middle, 2 trucks on Pollock. So like over sort of by Baxter's and like heading towards Cypress Hall. Food trucks in both directions, and there'll be music and dancing and a whole bunch of fun.
Yeah.
And this is
So-
going to be a great destination also for folks that want to take a little little short weekend trip, to come into New
Right.
Bern and stay here and enjoy, all that we have to offer. I mean, it's quite charming. So.
It is charming, and I think it's a good event for people who say, I don't want crowd. The crowd is too much for me at Feast. There are people that just don't like crowds.
Sure.
This is your event because this is a more intimate event. They're going to be maybe a couple thousand people as opposed to 80,000
Yeah.
people, which is, roughly what we have at MumFest. So I guess we can just segue right into that. If
Yeah,
you'd like.
absolutely.
Did you have any questions about Feast?
Well, no, I just want to make sure I understood. On MumFeast, remind me what the footprint is of that. Where is that going to primarily down middle and across Pollock?
Yes,
Sort of that T there?
exactly. It's
Okay.
the T shape that is 200 middle, 300 middle, and then 300 Pollock, 400 Pollock. So
Okay.
for people that may not know what those numbers mean, that goes on Middle Street. That goes from South Front to Broad, if that
Okay.
helps everyone.
Yeah.
And then on Pollock Street, that would be the block that's in front of Baxter's and Poppy's and the block where the New Bern Civic Theater is.
Okay.
So those are the blocks where all the activities are going on. Kind of the apex of the activity is the intersection of those two streets. Now, a couple
And streets start to close down at 5 on Fridays.
Yes, ma'am.
So people
That's
need to make
important.
sure if they're going to park, they need to park in the outside vicinity. So
Yes,
Don't
and
get
we
stuck.
yes, please everyone, do start clearing the streets by like 4:30. We have to get all these trucks into place. We
Yeah.
have to construct stages. There's a huge amount of activity that happens with myself and lots of the city workers. It's all hands on deck, boots on the ground. We got to put this sucker together in like
Yeah.
45 minutes. So it's actually really fun and exciting. And we get it all set up and poof, here we go. The party starts. So this year. It's like we said, starts at 5, goes until about 10, but it's only one day this year, so it's just Friday. It is not going to carry over. The other thing that I'm doing this year is only local vendors. So if someone has a business in downtown, they're probably going to have their wares outside on the sidewalk, but you aren't going to see the kind of vendors that you see at MumFest. I wanted something different, a different kind of environment. So this is more like I said, jazzy date night.
Yeah.
So this will be a fun one. And then we get a weekend off. That's the big kickoff event. Then we get a weekend off to kind of regroup, recover, and then we move in to the Mac Daddy, so to say, of MumFest, which is on the 14th and the 15th. And that is on a Saturday and a Sunday. Do we have graphic?
we do have graphics, yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
it's very pretty.
So do you see that artwork on the top? That's by Nancy Bradley. And I don't know if this is a fun MumFest fact. How does the MumFest artwork get chosen each year? Do you all know?
I have no idea. But I do
What-
love the flags.
I mean, doesn't Swiss Bear vote on it? Or don't different people have paintings and they go into the gallery and everybody looks at it? Is that right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
That's it. Bank of the Arts has a competition. So people paint a variety of pictures that have mums in them, and then representative people throughout the community come in, look at all the artwork, and there's a winner every year. So this is our winner. I thought it was really apt that this particular This particular piece of
there it
art is has the Baxter clock in it,
I see
since
that.
Baxter's had just opened. So we thought, oh, isn't that nice? You know,
Yeah.
that we've got the famous clock of New Bern and these beautiful mums. So it's great. It's just great. And of course, that's also on all of our banners that you're going to see coming up, being hung all over the city. So that's right on the horizon. I think some of them might already be up. Have you seen any in downtown yet?
Not yet. I haven't noticed if they've gone up yet.
They're coming.
Okay.
They're coming. So those will be all over the lampposts. So the artwork, yep, it's beautiful. And so we're ready to roll. So you'll see the vendors. They start setting up on Friday night at 5 o'clock. So again, on the Friday the 13th, dun dun dun, spooky October. That's how you remember. That's the day to get your car off the street on Spooky Friday. So removing the cars, and then our 220 vendors.
Wow.
This year.
Now is that still climbing? Is that, I mean, as far as that's more than last year?
That's more than
each
last
year.
year.
It continues to be more and more.
That's
Yeah.
more than last year. So we have 220 vendors. We have 19 bands
Oh, wow.
total. with between MumFest, MumFeast, and the MumFest concert, 19 bands. We've got about 7 major performers that are non-musical, like the BMX and the dog show and the trampoline show, and of course all of the carnival rides. We've got 30 food vendors. Lots of different varieties of food this year too, and we try really hard to change it out. I personally vet every single application that comes in for MumFest, and we are very selective about which vendors we take. So, for example, right now I've got 75 people still on the wait list.
Wow.
That want to be in the festival.
Really?
Yes, we get probably close to 300 applications. So we're very, very selective, and I think it's one of the reasons that MumFest has won so many awards. Is we bring in very high quality vendors, we bring in high quality entertainment, and we work the entire year in collaboration with the city of New Bern and Parks and Rec and Public Works and the police department, the fire department, the health department. All these people come together and organize an event that really is extremely well run, but it takes serious organization to make all of this happen, and the city is just spectacular. I can't say enough about how wonderful it is to work with them.
I think most. Oh, sorry, but I think most people don't realize how many people and hands are involved in making MumFest happen. It's really amazing. Especially the city is a great partner with you as well every year, because you've got to close the streets, and even like the detail you mentioned, the health department. That's the part that a lot of people don't know, but you know, I realized that when I was affiliated with Swiss Bears, like all those food trucks come out and all the different vendors come out, but somebody's got to make sure that it's healthy and safe, and they're doing
That's
everything
right.
they're supposed to. So they all get inspected before they get started, and it's just amazing how many different hands are involved in that.
It is amazing, and I think it's the collaboration with all of the city entities and the amount of sponsorship that it takes to make all of this happen. It is a major financial undertaking. The Swissport Board of Directors, of course, handles all of that budgetary stuff, but our sponsors are critical. And what I love about our sponsors is that they're small businesses in our community, small businesses and bigger businesses. Our biggest sponsor, of course, is Riverside Auto Group. For MumFeast, our sponsor is Carolina East Health System. We've got New Bern Education Lottery. We've got Viamark. We've got some of these really the high level sponsors, but the rest of them are small business owners, and everybody's throwing in, $300 to be a mum sponsor, $600 or $1,000 to be an entertainer or stage sponsor. So it truly is a community. It's the community that puts on this event, essentially for each other.
And that was my question. When you were talking about all the applications, do you, how many come out of the state? I mean, is that a high number? Or you try to keep them North Carolinian vendors?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both.
Because, I mean, it has such a great draw. I just wondered if that was something that you consider when you're putting that together.
We don't exclude anyone based on where they are. We probably have, and I'm going to pick random numbers because I've never run a report on it, but I'm going to say probably 15% are from New Bern of our vendors.
Yeah.
And maybe another 55%.
Sounds like she's running the numbers in her head.
55% are from the state of North Carolina. And then I'd say the small a fraction are going to be beyond that area, but some of those vendors are big vendors. Like, for example, if you love MumFest and you love going to the park, Greg's, like, all the twirly whirly bird
the whirly
lawn.
gigs.
The whirly
yes,
gigs.
yes. Okay, so he's one of my personal favorites. I just think they're so pretty, and I love them, and he's a great guy. And he comes from out of state, so he's everywhere. There are certain vendors that they really are very far-reaching, where they go all the way down to Florida, and they're coming all the way back up, to our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
And
it's festival season, so they do the circuit,
festival
right?
season.
And they've got to pick the best locations. And we're blessed that they pick us.
Yeah, we really are. And we have vendors that it doesn't cease to amaze me. Like, I had a fellow call me on the phone, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, and he said, my grandparents have been coming to MumFest for almost 40 years, and they are bonsai trees. bonsai trees. And they hadn't been there for the last few years. And he called me and he said, is it possible for me to get in? And I put him on the wait list because it was rather late. And I said, yes, we can get you in. He said, I can't tell you what this means to me because my grandparents taught my parents to do it. And then my parents would come to MumFest. And he said, now I'm the third generation.
That's so cool.
And this is going to be my first time being there. Like, this is my vendor booth. And he got choked up about it because it was part of his family history. And there are so many vendors that feel that way. Like, they're sentimental about it. They love coming here. They love New Bern. So I think that's really special.
Yeah.
Well, and I was thinking about it this morning, how many memories that I've made with my girls going to MumFest, and just the different things. You're like, the first Ferris wheel ride they ever took, or those kind of things. I mean, it's just kind of fun to sit back and think about all the the artwork, or how they got excited about, I don't know, fairy gardens, or those kind of things, and they saw it something there at the festival and just grabbed onto it. So
Oh, and kids love it because there's just so much there, right? Like whether it's the helicopter, I assume the Vietnam veterans helicopters are coming back again. I assume. Yeah, so kids like to crawl around and see what that is about, and go on the rides, and of course, delicious food and sugary
and Craven's
foods
going to
and
be
drinks.
represented there.
Yeah, of course,
we're going to be there.
Craven's going to be down at Union Point Park.
And I have new things for kids this year.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you just mentioned that. So I don't know about you, but I love history. I'm a history buff. And I felt like we should have more living history that would engage kids and also be, educational for them and for their parents.
Sure.
So in Union Point Park, we already had the Aurora fossil dig, and kids love to get down there in the dirt and find their fossils. We then added the medieval steel forging guys. Have you seen them where they make like knives and various kinds of weapons? I mean, they're hammering them out, and there's fire, and kids just love it. They're like, yeah, this is great. So next to them this year, for the first time, I'm bringing Vikings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right?
Wait, did they even ask permission, or
No,
they just
just
charged
came
it?
in.
Yeah.
I didn't have any choice in the matter. So they're going to come in with their tents, and they're going to set up like a living Viking camp.
Very cool.
And
That is
they're going to have
awesome.
all these hands-on demonstrations and things that all people can do. I mean, for me, like I said, I'm kind of a history nerd. So I would personally love to go and learn all the things that they're teaching. So it's a very tactile, hands-on experience for kids and adults. Next to that, this year I have Tryon Palace bringing in both of the reenactment groups, the reenactors from Civil War.
Oh, fun.
So they're doing. So, and this is all in a lineup, by the way, in Union Point
Union
Park.
Point, okay.
All in Union Point Park. So then you kind of come around the bend by the pavilion, and we'll have those reenactors, and then drum and fife, also from Tryon, are going to be performing. So we've got an entire stretch. And then across from that is the electric company. They're doing their display so the kids can get in the electric. It's like a little
bucket truck.
Yeah,
that goes up?
little bucket truck, and they can ride up and
Oh, yeah.
down. That's all fun. And then they can go over to Craven Community College, and they can come see the helicopter over there and hang out. And then the BMX show is right there.
Yep.
The dog show, the Purina dog show is right there. So, I mean, this is a great kids' corner. So, if you have kids, come to the park. There's also food vendors that are in the park. In addition to the big stretches of food vendors are on East Front and Broad. But the park also has them as well. So, it's a really good kids' zone.
Yeah.
My favorite dog show. I haven't seen the Purina one yet, but I love the police dogs when
Me
they hide,
too.
the stuff, and they have to
Yes.
find them, and then they attack the pretend bad guy. That's my favorite. I always drag my kids.
I
I'm like,
love
Mom,
that.
we see this every year. I'm like, I know it's my
Yeah.
favorite.
I've never seen that one. I've seen the
Oh, it's great.
Purina dog show several times, but I
I
haven't seen that one. Yeah.
Now, that will be located in the Talbot lot, as we call it. That's no longer the Talbot lot because Tryon now has it. It's the Wilson Park lot, or it's Wilson Park. So that is where the canine show is going to be this year. The trampoline show is going to be at First Citizens Bank. And like I said, BMX is going to be over by the park,
Okay.
very close to where Craven College is set up. So, and there's a parking lot where the boat ramp is.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the carnival stuff. Oh, that's still going to be in the same place, which is over by the Galley store on East Front Street. The fire department is going to have their display northwest of the city by the Firemen's Museum. Ooh, and I need to add, all the dancers this year. We have like 5 local dance troupes are going to be performing in the Oliver and Cheek parking lot, which is on Broad Street. That's a new location for them. They've been kind of all over the place over the years, but that's where they're going to be this year. And there will be festival maps available that have QR codes on them. You'll see them all over the festival. You can just scan them, and they're very clearly labeled about where all the activities are, so you don't get lost. Because
it's a lot to remember, right?
It's a lot.
I mean, you do it so that everybody has something that they're interested in. You can go around. You've got 2 days of really, you could still not see everything, right? But it's helpful to just go to that schedule and see what's going on right now, because you'll miss something if you don't refer to that map and schedule. Right?
That's right. That's right. And you know what I would really suggest to people is get on MumFest.com. That website has a page that says schedule, and it actually is broken out hour by hour by hour, and it's broken up by region. So if you know that you want to see the canine show, they have fixed times that they perform. And if you really love dogs and you want to see the canine show and you want to see the Purina show, they're deliberately staggered. So you could run.
I can do both.
Yeah, you can run from one to the other.
Wear your comfortable shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right. This is definitely a tennis shoe kind of environment, because you got a lot of distance to cover.
We'll be getting our steps in that day.
That's right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
we have a couple of things we want to talk about that are happening this weekend, but I want you to stick around.
Well, we got one more thing we got to mention, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
the concert.
The concert.
The concert.
Do we have time? Can we talk about the
No,
concert?
of course we
quickly?
do.
Too good?
Yeah.
Okay. So the concert. 2 words. Sugar Ray. Oh boy, we got a live one. Very excited about this. So the Sugar Ray concert is going to be on the 21st in Lawson Creek Park again. The gates are opening at 4:30. We have constant music this year. So when the gates open, we are immediately going to have our first band come on, which is the Bonafides, featuring so many local performers that we love. George Oliver, Danny Batten. Help me more.
Well, and of course, you've got everybody in George's family that performs with them as well, and they often have special guests that are with them too.
David's wife.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I know they've been working on some '90s songs that they're giving their Bonafides flavor to, so that'll be fun.
I think Sheila's got a couple humdingers in there that she's going to bring. Second one is going to be Bridge Atlantic with Eric Butters, who is just the angelic voice. She's also going to be focusing on a 90s set. And then after Erica, we're going to be bringing on a band from Raleigh called The Shakedown. I don't know if you guys have heard them before, but they are freaking spectacular. They do all different kinds of periods of music. They're all full-time professional musicians. We found them by recommendation, and they are just dynamite. So super excited about them. So don't think that you're going to get there at 4:30 and not be entertained. You are going to be constantly entertained. And it is thematically tied together with all 90s style music leading up to the Great Big Show. Sugar Ray, Mark McGrath, oh my gosh, still so completely relevant and not a one-hit wonder. Not a one-hit wonder. He had Fly, he had Every Morning, he had Someday, he had When It's Over. And if you really listen to, if you download his on, you have Apple Music or Spotify, download all of his music and listen to it. The guy's awesome.
Yeah.
And if anybody saw him on Jeopardy, he is unbelievably smart.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. Total contender.
Okay.
So he's incredible.
That's awesome.
Really looking forward to this. So let's talk about tickets. Again, if you get onto mumfest.com and you click on the picture of Sugar Ray, you guys, the graphic was just up a moment ago. You click on that picture on the Mum site, and it will take you to the eTix link. And then there's another link that says, buy your tickets here, eTix. You can't miss it.
Sure.
You click on there. You have 3 different options. One is at VIP is what I truly recommend. It's $125. It's catered food. There are tents, there are chairs. It's all the alcohol you can drink. So if you really love alcohol, this is a good bet for you. It's very economical. And also, of course, we have non-alcoholic beverages, but it's the best view of the stage. We have like golf style, like bathrooms, like you would have on the golf course, like real private bathrooms, which for a lot of people, that's like, oh, done. I'm buying VIP tickets because I don't have to go in a porta potty. I dig you. So that's a great thing. And it's...
Especially with all you can drink.
What's that?
Especially with all you can
Especially
drink.
with all you can drink. That's exactly right. Precisely. So we've got VIP tickets. With the VIP, you can also buy VIP parking. It's like another $15, which is really a great deal because parking, that's always a little tricky. So the second one is premium, which is a $40 ticket. That is right behind the VIP section, so you're getting a fantastic view. And then right behind that is general, so GA parking, which is a $30 ticket. If you're between the $30 and the $40 ticket, get the $40 ticket because you really are right behind VIP and you're still, the proximity to the stage is so close.
Now, is that something that the premium and the general, that they can bring like a lawn chair with them?
You can.
So they can have, okay.
That's a good question. So also there are lots.
Because the Sugar Ray doesn't start until 7. So from 4:30
Right.
to 7, and you said
Right.
there's going to be food trucks out there as well?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
The food trucks are fantastic. And the beer, you'll be in the physical space where you'll be standing to watch the concert. The beer is attached to that area. So we have an entire beer area for GA and premium in addition to all the free beer that's in VIP. And then you walk outside the gate and we have like a corral of food trucks. They're sort of set up in a big U shape. So we have lots of different kinds of food and high quality food, really great stuff. So it's going to be lots of fun, great entertainment, great food, great night, great weather.
That's right.
Great weather. That's what we really need. So please get your tickets. And VIP is selling really fast. I think we might maybe have 50 VIP left. So if you're interested in VIP, today is
Jump
the
on
day.
it. Yeah.
She
Jump
didn't
on
bring
it.
us any tickets, though, Craig.
Oh, yes, I did. They're in my car.
They're in their
Yeah,
purse.
there you go.
We like comp.
Who doesn't like
Exactly. That's awesome. So that's exciting.
Yeah, lots of great things going on. So for anybody who just heard all of that and they're like, wow, that's a lot of information, MumFest.com, you can go and see everything about MumFeast, MumFest, and Sugar Ray Concert, right?
Absolutely, and
Okay.
we need to thank Riverside Auto Group for being our title sponsor for everything, and again, Carolina East for sponsoring MumFeast, Bojangles, Metronet, Stewart Equipment, Doubletree, all the big ones, Viamark, WITN. We're really grateful for those sponsors, and all this money goes back to supporting our community. This is all a not-for-profit, and that's what it's all about, is all of us giving back to our own community. So come out and have some fun and enjoy yourself.
And it was Riverside's commercial this morning when they were talking about Mum Month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
go
come
back.
on
Let's
out and
circle back. Mum Month.
Support
Mum
Mum Month.
Mum Month.
Yeah.
Mum Month.
Very
Right.
good. All right. So,
Thanks, Anne-Marie. We're going to talk about a few other upcoming events going on.
but we're
in
going to
our community.
start back at MumFeast. You want to kick that one off again?
Sure, yes.
Let's
So,
talk about that one.
It's time for community events. Starting tomorrow, it's MumFeast starting at 5 o'clock in downtown New Bern. Kick off the fall season with MumFeast, where you can enjoy feasting in the street al fresco in downtown New Bern. There will be street cafes, food trucks, games, and live music starting at 7. 5. 6. 6, starting at 6, yeah. Okay.
6 is the
starting
winner.
at 6. All right. Oh, yeah, and there's a photo of it. Look how much fun that is.
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
I love it. All right.
Very
Megan?
cool. Nightmare Factory Haunted Attraction, Fridays and Saturdays, 7 p.m. Nightmare Factory in Havelock. With fall here, so is spooky season. This week is the first weekend where Nightmare Factory is open. This haunted attraction will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Halloween night from 7 to 11 p.m. The scary tour is best suited for ages 13 and up. Tickets are available at nightmarefactorync.com. And that is, that's a fun. I don't like being scared. I don't go to scary things, but my children love this one every year.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have some friends who work there too. It sounds like a lot of fun to be a part of and to
Yes.
go to.
Yes, yes, yes.
Also tomorrow, the Revolutionists. They have their last weekend tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 7:30 p.m. shows tomorrow and Saturday, and a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday at New Bern Civic Theater. Come see four beautiful women lose their heads in this irreverent, girl-powered comedy set during the French Revolution's reign of terror. I saw it last Sunday, by the way. It really is fun.
Zanetta went too.
Yeah, that's right. I saw Zanetta there. This grand and dream-tweaked comedy is about violence and legacy, art and activism, feminism and terrorism, compatriots and chosen sisters, and how we actually go about changing the world. This show is rated R for smart women. Watch out for them. Well-informed humor and adult humor and situations.
They let you in, even though you were
They
a smart
did.
man.
They looked at me a little strange, though. They're like, you don't belong here. You're a dumb man. Tickets can be purchased at newberncivictheater.org.
Woohoo! Fall Market Day at White's Farm, September 30th, 10 a.m. White's Farm in Vanceboro. Come on down to the farm and get your milk. And your sweet potatoes.
The state
Get your
drink.
North Carolina staples. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Will the Sugar Ray concert have unlimited milk? Is that the
We
one thing you
should.
forgot? Yeah, you
We
forgot
should.
the unlimited milk. Yeah.
Sweet
Sorry.
Yeah,
potato
we should-
fries.
we should
have,
have,
a
like-
whole food truck on sweet potato fries. Doesn't that,
That would
sound
be
good?
fun.
Okay, let me go back to the farm. I'm sorry. We will have fall fun, food, and plenty of great vendors. Come to support local and have a fun day of fall family fun. That was a wonderful alliteration. Thank you, Zanetta. For more information, visit whitesfarmvanceboro.com. So if people don't know, that's where the giant strawberry is on the side of the highway.
Is that what that is? Okay.
That's
got it.
White's Farm. Yep.
Okay.
When you pass it like you're going to Greenville.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where that is.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been out there strawberry picking before.
Strawberry picking.
Yeah, that's how I said it. Strawberry picking.
I
Yeah.
bet they got sweet potatoes too.
Yeah, strawberry. Can I have a sweet potato and strawberry picking?
And some milk.
And
There's
some
some
milk.
milk. Watch it
I'm
there
just
with
here
some
for milk. They're like, we don't have milk. I was like, I don't care. I still want some. Moving on. BSH Oktoberfest, September 30th at 5 p.m. at Union Point Park.
Oompa, oompa, oompa. Sorry.
Go for it, yeah. Give me that German Oompa band. Have you ever sung in an Oompa band?
I have not.
Okay. That's the one
I like
singing gig you haven't had.
No, I like singing German, but they were like little folk songs and little stuff. That
Okay.
not that style of band.
I'll move on.
Please
The
do.
annual BSH Oktoberfest returns with traditional German food, plenty of beer on hand, the little German band and dancers, and several games that will send the winner to compete nationally. I wonder what those games are. We'll find out. Tickets are $30 in advance for adults, $35 at the event, $5 for children, and several drink ticket options. All available at Mitchell Hardware at the gate or online at bit.ly/Oktoberfest tickets.
Speaking of Mitchell's, they are loaded with mums right now.
Are they?
Yes.
They are.
They beautiful, beautiful rows and rows of mums.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great.
And I know the chamber had their meeting. Was it yesterday morning? It was one day. It was one morning this week. They had it at Mitchell's, kind of like a kickoff for
Can
the
we
season.
mention?
Yeah,
Craig?
mention it. What you got?
Yeah.
I wanted you to put this on, or at least hold it up.
Okay.
Oh, you
let me
actually,
hold
it's
it
being in the.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And hold
Can
it
y'all
down a
see
little
this?
bit more. There you go.
There we are. So this is this year's MumFest annual T-shirt, which is being sold exclusively at Mitchell Hardware.
Okay, so if you want that shirt, oh, that looks so great.
It is beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, so go to Mitchell if you want to buy one of those for yourself, for your family.
Absolutely, and they're well stocked right now.
Okay.
And as the closer and closer we get to MumFest, I just placed another reorder for more larges. We have enough right now over there, but they are kind of a collector's thing.
Yeah,
People
they are.
love their MumFest T-shirts, so like the VIP tickets, don't hesitate to go grab them now.
Yeah, I really like that color too. Are they all that color?
They are.
Yeah, that's a great color.
And the
Yeah.
camera
Thank you.
makes
I
it
think
look
that
blue.
Yeah, the camera makes it look blue, but it's definitely teal.
Yeah.
It's a teal
Yeah.
color.
Yes, they call it Galapagos blue.
Ooh, I like that.
Galapagos. I like that.
Galapagos blue.
Galapagos blue.
Is that North Carolina's official color? No.
No,
It should
is
be.
not. But guess what? We got vendor and flea markets in New Bern.
Oh, tell me about it.
October 1st, 10 a.m., farmer's market. So, and again, that's Sunday. So, of course, we have our regular farmer's market on Saturday, but this is an extra one on Sunday. So, come on down to the farmer's market. It's already the first of the month. So, that means the Beartown Exchange is back. Come shop and get something you didn't know you needed yet. Or sign up for a vendor and clear out your house. To sign up, go to visit beartownexchange.com.
All right, very good.
Very good.
And then lastly, we will be back next Thursday, October 6th, with
course
our
we
guests from Ghost Walk. Ghost Walk is coming back we've got a special ghoul as our guest.
Ooh.
Ghoul. You'll want to tune in to learn about this year's theme. Are you excited?
I am, because I don't know what it is.
Or you'll find out
I
next
did
Thursday.
of course, I've known in years past because of, connections, but I don't know. I'm going to be surprised.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yep, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say.
Don't say. I want to be surprised. Be surprised. Be surprised. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for being here with us and talking about the Mum Feast and MumFest and all the exciting stuff that we're going to have going on in the month of October.
And
Mum
Sugar
Month.
Ray.
Mum
Can't
Month.
forget Sugar
Mum
Ray.
Month.
Sugar
Mum Month.
Ray.
Mum Month.
Mum Month.
Mum Month.
I got
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Craig,
Absolutely.
for having
Of
me.
course,
We
yeah.
really appreciate it.
Yeah, love
Yep.
having you on the show.
And we'll keep
Thanks.
talking about it throughout the rest of the month as well on our podcast. So for those that weren't able to catch us live, hopefully you will come back and you will watch us back later on YouTube, or one of us will repost it on the college webpage and our Facebook pages. So, but when you do, please like us, share us, subscribe, right?
We like to be liked.
We like to be liked. It's
Who
fun.
doesn't?
Who doesn't
right.
like it? And then once you do, then you don't have to go find us. Next Thursday morning, we'll pop up for you.
That's right.
So makes it fun. So anything else to share, Craig? Are you good?
No, I think I'm good. We've covered a lot today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Zanetta, thank you for all the beautiful slides that you did for us today. Love all the graphics. And in the meantime, everybody, you guys take care. We will see you next Thursday. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.